It's going to stay dry, rather like the last couple of days. The forecast is one of sunny intervals. At times you'll have areas of cloud going over, but then that will break and the sun will come back out again with just gentle northeasterly breezes. Temperatures here today getting up to 22 Celsius, so don't forget your sunscreen. Now, for the forecast for all of us today, we're looking at, again, a largely dry day. There'll be a bit more sunshine around today compared with yesterday, but there are some showers in the forecast, or showery outbreaks of rain. What's happening is high pressure is dominating our weather, and we've got a weather front toppling over the top of it. So we do have some showery outbreaks of rain across northern Scotland. And here too today, we'll also have gusty winds, 35 to 40 miles an hour. So that's the scenario this morning. And you can see for southern Scotland, you've got brighter skies. For Northern Ireland, you've got a bit of cloud. But through the day, we'll also see sunny skies. And it's the same across Northern England. A fine start to the day, a lot of sunshine around. And coming south across the rest of England and also Wales, there are pockets of cloud. For example, central southern England. That will tend to break up around the Midlands. You'll see sunny spells developing. And East Anglia and Kent, you've also got some of that cloud. But gusty winds through the English Channel, not as strong as in the north of Scotland, but we're still looking at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Now, through the day, a lot of the cloud does break up. A lot of us will have a dry and sunny day, but we continue with the showers moving from west to east across Scotland. And here it'll be cooler with temperatures 11 to 13. But generally, we're in the high teens, low 20s. Top temperature about 22, maybe 23 in London. Through this evening and overnight, well, we lose the rain across northern Scotland, but by the end of the night, a new weather front, a more active one, is coming in across the northwest. And that's going to bring in thicker cloud, some more persistent rain, and also stronger winds. But it won't be as cold tonight because ahead of that weather front, there will be more cloud around. So temperatures falling to between roughly 9 to 13. Now, tomorrow, that cloud and rain across Scotland will start to push southwards. Some of it will be heavy, and always ahead of the weather front, the cloud is going to build. But through the day, the weather front starts to weaken. Now, ahead of it, for southern England, the Midlands, southern Wales, southwest, East Anglia, will be in the sunshine. And tomorrow's temperatures could be higher than today, getting up to 25, locally 26 in the southeast, but cooler and fresher as we push further north. But if you're in the sunshine, expect the pollen levels to be high or very high. And of course, it's grass pollen that is prevalent at the moment. Dan and Lou, I'm off to be nosy again and have a wee gander around the other courts.
Do you know, it's a really lovely view from there. And
Forecast for Wimbledon today, once again, is a dry one and a sunny one. Like the last couple of days, you'll find at times there will be areas of cloud moving across, but the sunshine will prevail. And with light northeasterly winds, we've got highs of 22 Celsius, so feeling very warm. Again, especially if you're sitting in the courts. For all of us today, there'll be a bit more sunshine around than there was yesterday, but there's also some showery outbreaks of rain in the forecast. That's courtesy of a weather front which is moving west to east across northern Scotland. So this morning we've got those showers already, not all of us of course seeing them, and accompanying the showers we've got gusty winds in the north, around about 35 to 40 miles an hour. Come south into southern Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, you've got brighter skies, but at times there will be areas of cloud crossing as well. Coming south once again, the cloud now breaking up across parts of the Midlands, for example, East Anglia, the southeast and also the southwest. So the temperature is picking up quite quickly now. It's much warmer now than it was when we arrived this morning just after 4. Temperatures today up to about 22 degrees in the sunshine, but if you're in the north of the country, under the cloud and also the showery outbreaks of rain, temperatures disappointing for this stage in July, around about 11 to 13, but widely we're the high teens or the low 20s. Now, through this evening and overnight, well, we lose the first front in the north of Scotland and another one by the end of the night comes into the northwest. That one is going to introduce heavier and more persistent rain coming our way through the course of tomorrow. As a result of this weather front coming our way, more cloud will be around tonight, so it's not going to feel as cold as it did last night, particularly if you are out early doors tomorrow morning. Temperatures falling to roughly between 9 and 13 degrees. So tomorrow we start off on a dry note for many. There'll be a fair bit of sunshine across England and Wales, but the weather front coming in across northwest Scotland with its persistent rain will have a lot of cloud building ahead of it. So for Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, you're going to have a cloudier day, and as that weather front sinks south, it will start to weaken, so the rain it won't be as heavy. But in the sunshine further south, we could reach 25, locally 26 in the southeast corner, but in the north it is going to feel much cooler under the cloud and also the rain. Lou and Dan.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you are coming to Wimbledon today, the forecast is a dry one. Rather like the last couple of days, we'll have sunshine, bits of cloud coming across, then sunshine. And we only have gentle northeasterly breezes at 4 miles an hour and highs today of 22 Celsius. So if you're going to be outside, don't forget your sunscreen. And generally across the UK, that's pretty good advice, because today there is a lot of dry weather around and a fair bit of sunshine, even in areas where yesterday we had a fair bit of cloud. Now, we also have some showery outbreaks of rain today, and they are primarily across the north of Scotland. We've got a weather front moving from the west to the east, and as well as the showery outbreaks of rain, gusty winds, gusting to about 35-40 miles an hour. But move south across Scotland and you're into brighter skies. For Northern England and also Northern Ireland, a similar story. We'll be chasing cloud amounts today, but equally there'll be some sunshine too. As we come further south in the Midlands, we've seen quite a bit of cloud this morning, but it's breaking up, the same across East Anglia and Kent, so sunshine will prevail, and that holds true through Wales and into southwest England. For the English Channel, while we're looking at gusty winds today, about 25 to 30 miles an hour, and they will also be across the Channel Islands, of course, which should remain dry too. Now, temperatures today, disappointing across the far north of Scotland in the wind and the showers. We're looking 11 to about 13. Widely, though, we're looking at the high teens to the low 20s, but it's the southeast that are likely to have the highest levels at 22, maybe 23. Through this evening and overnight, we lose the front across northern Scotland, but by the end of the night, a new one is coming our way across the northwest, and that will introduce more persistent rain through the course of tomorrow and gusty winds. With more cloud around tonight, it's not going to be as cool a night as the one just gone. Our levels falling to between about 9 and 13 degrees. So tomorrow we start off with persistent rain across the northwest of Scotland. It will be quite heavy, but as the weather front sinks southwards, the rain will start to turn lighter in nature, and always ahead of this weather front, the cloud is going to progressively build through the day. So the further south and east that you are, the longer you will hang on to the sunshine, and that's reflected in the temperatures. Fresh in the north, warm in the south. In fact, somewhere in the southeast tomorrow could hit 25 or 26. But you know the drill. When it's sunny in the summer, the pollen levels shoot up, so we're looking at high or very high. If you're under the cloud or the rain, they'll be low or moderate. Lou and Dan.
So there's good news and bad news as well. But Carol, thank you very much. It's been lovely.